Wake up!
Get up
You get out of bed this instant.
and turn it on. Glenn, Angel, and the Flying Dutchman. The Big Show on Kiss 92.
Good morning, Singapore. Welcome to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. And we welcome to the studio Jeremy C. as well as Sharleen Lim.
Good
welcome,
morning, good
guys.
morning.
Good
Glenn,
morning,
Angel,
guys.
And the Flying Dutchman. Great to see you guys.
Now you must be wondering
see you too.
who are these people? Why are they in our studio? Well, these are two very brave individuals that are about to embark on a 23 cross-country journey. 23 countries.
That is correct.
Journey via land from London to Singapore.
That is correct.
You guys will take 100 days. Well, you plan to take 100 days to do the whole journey with $110,000, and leaving 5 children behind, and probably a lot more. And I think a lot of people might have just one word on their mind. Why?
We like to be outside the comfort zone. I think COVID has changed the mindset of many people. You know, we know that life is short. Many of us would have known someone personal or a friend who has succumbed to COVID. And really, when the borders opened, we wanted to do more than just the usual Singaporean kind of trip, which is your usual Tokyo, Seoul. And I've told Sharleen before why I'm not so keen on those kind of trips. Whenever you land at the airport and you go to the usual tourist attractions, it's like Singlish in stereo. You've got left and right.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
like you haven't left Singapore.
Yeah.
But you have done trips like that.
Yeah, we have done trips
Yeah.
like that. That was pre-COVID, and we took the very safe route.
Yeah.
And of course, we were not as seasoned travelers then, being younger. And
Yeah.
now that we are older, we have done the usual trip. We wanted to just take that leap of faith and combine basically our passion.
Yeah.
I love driving. I love cars.
Okay.
We have done a lot of road trips to Southeast Asia. We're talking about Malaysia, Thailand.
From Singapore.
Yeah, from
Yep, okay.
Singapore. But it isn't as unique because throughout the entire trip, the climate doesn't really change very much.
Yeah.
And you know, we are still pretty much Asian, and we wanted something different.
Yeah. This trip is definitely unique. Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's definitely unique. You didn't say yes straight away, right, Sharleen?
No, I didn't.
I'm sure you had a lot of questions.
Yes. Are you serious?
So what did he say to convince you? Did it take a long time?
Yes, it took quite a long time. So for him, it was like telling me, it's an epic trip of your life. It's an epic trip of
For
every
myself,
day I
it
hear
is. For myself, it is a lot easier because I'm retired. I used to be a piano teacher.
Okay.
And I don't keep regular hours. And Sharleen has a usual corporate job, corporate slave, if you would call it. So it's a lot harder
Wow, look at him. I'm retired and you're a slave.
I know.
So,
It's not being a slave. Let's go.
So, time is something which is hard for her to arrange to get away from work.
Yeah.
Not all bosses would be understanding that there's more to life that you want to pursue.
Of course.
So you're taking a break from the job for 100 days?
Yes. I
Wow, that's a
that's quite
great company
interesting.
then. Okay.
That's quite interesting.
All right, we can continue to talk to Sharleen and Jeremy on The Big Show TV and find out about their epic trip across the world.
Meantime, here's Becky Hill and David Guetta. Remember on Kiss 92.
Okay, guys, you've got 5 kids, correct?
We're off air, right?
No,
No, we're still on.
It's
We're
on.
still on.
It's on.
So you've got 5 kids.
Yes, that's right.
How old are your kids?
So my oldest son is 23 years old.
Okay.
Oh.
He's entering university next month.
Okay, so he's fine. He can look after himself.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Hopefully.
So the second one is 18 years old, and
Okay.
I also,
18?
Yeah, I have a 14-year-old, 6-year-old who is entering primary school next year,
Okay.
and a 2-year-old.
Oh, that's a 2-year-old. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So the thing is that we are getting a lot of flack from relatives, like say, you know, next year you've got a child that's entering primary school,
Yeah.
and there you take off right in the midst of registration
Yeah.
of primary school.
Okay. And what was your response
And
to that?
and they feel that we are kind of irresponsible.
No.
but I think that the MOE has done everything online.
Yeah.
Such that really there's very little you can do, even if you're here physically, because all the registration is processed online, and it makes no difference if you are here in Singapore or anywhere.
And you're going to be
else.
back by the time he or she goes and walks through those school gates on
That is
day
right.
one,
We
right?
will still witness day
That's
one.
that's all that
No,
counts.
but how do you explain to a teenager or one that's just about to go into school? How do you explain to them what you're going to do?
Yeah, how did they handle you going away
yeah.
for 100 days?
Did it make sense to them?
Did they care?
Okay, the beautiful thing of having so many kids at home is that they are all playmates with each other.
Yeah.
So
They have
there's still a lot
company.
of company around.
Yes.
You know, so there's really no issue with that. And also, sometimes I go on road trips with my eldest son, and we might be away for a week. I have done road trips with Sharleen, where it takes a couple of weeks.
Okay,
and
so they're
kids
kind of used
don't
to
go-
that.
They're
Yeah.
used to
Yeah,
this.
they were brought
Used
up
to that.
like that.
Yeah.
So, you
Yeah.
know,
Okay.
I have a very strong feling that they support you guys 100%.
Yeah, they're
they
really
understand why you guys want to go on this
On
trip.
this epic trip.
Yeah.
So I've given them an itinerary of
Okay,
what
so
we're
they
going to
can
do
keep track.
every day, and they're
Yeah.
kind of tracking where's Papa and where's Mama and where.
Oh,
and
You
okay.
know,
right
speaking
now.
of tracking, that's exactly what we want to do as well. Because you guys will be gone for 100 days, right? We want you guys to check back, say, every, I don't know, 30 days, 20 days? How often do we want them to check back? Just a video.
Yeah.
You don't have to come online. Send us a video and we'll play it on our Big Show TV. We want to see the
Great.
adventures that you guys get
Yeah.
up
Only
to.
if you guys, you know,
If it's
We'll be
not
happy to.
inconvenient,
with
yeah.
We'll be happy to. You know, there's the no issue taking like a video for you guys. In fact, I am extremely well prepared to take a lot of footage.
You'll be documenting it,
Yeah,
right?
I'll be
I'm sure.
documenting it.
Yeah.
So we just have to make sure that we've got enough Wi-Fi coverage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
that's
in
right.
some places, getting online could be an issue.
Yeah.
And having a good signal, good data stream is not as simple.
Well, speaking
Right.
of issues, I mean, I'm sure there are some countries and zones that will be quite difficult to get through.
Yes,
What
that
are
is
you guys
correct.
going to do with that?
But
And-
before that, I think
Well, yeah.
we have some photos that.
Oh yeah, okay. Let's show the
that
photos.
we want to
Yeah.
show our Kiss 92
Viewers,
viewers right
yeah.
now as well. There you go.
Oh
This is the
wow,
route.
that's your
So
map.
that's the route you're taking.
There you go. From London, you go through. You'll hit Germany, so through Europe, and then it's.
We're gonna hit Turkey.
Middle East?
Turkey.
Yeah, Turkey,
Which is beautiful.
We will also visit places like Bosnia, Montenegro, Croatia,
And you'll go through the stands as well, won't you?
and all the stands. I think the one that many people are interested in how we're gonna manage is Iran.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit difficult,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Iran is challenging because it is a U.S. sanctioned country.
Right.
So even getting paperwork, we cannot get it in Singapore because
Okay.
we don't have a diplomatic relationship with
Iran. Yeah.
Right.
It's not easy, but since we are going to the trouble to get all the paperwork and the permits done, we will stay there for a little while
Okay.
to make sure that we absorb all the culture.
Of course.
Yeah.
Are you
so
going to be?
nice.
Are you going to be stopping in every country that you pass through?
Yes, we
Okay.
will be. The only ones it's like that we are not stopping is France. We actually do just very quickly drive through France to get to Belgium.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the other one that we will not be staying, even though we are driving through, is I believe Laos as well.
Oh
Okay.
right. Okay. Okay.
Hey, but Iran is going to be beautiful. My late
Yeah.
father visited Iran, and I remember at that time, this was like 10 years ago or more, when I asked him, I said, how's Iran? He's like, you know what? It's like heaven on earth. He
That
said.
is
Wow.
It's that beautiful.
Wow.
It's just that we don't picture that, right?
No,
But
we
I don't
don't.
picture that. And from people who have told us where their trip that they've been to Iran, the people in Iran are actually the friendliest, most helpful people.
Have you guys been before?
No, we have
you
not.
haven't. Okay. All right.
So very often, even if you're just checking out the street vendors, they refuse to accept payment because
Oh, wow.
you are guests in my country. That's their mentality.
Wow.
They don't see tourists very often.
Yeah,
Amazing.
They are extremely warm and friendly, but it is really unfortunate that politics come
Yeah.
into play.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing that just puts them in bad light.
Bad light.
Yeah.
So, how many new countries will you be visiting?
Too
All
many.
of them?
Too many.
Too many.
out of 23, except Europe.
For me, it's except Europe.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
we are pretty familiar with the usual European countries. I mean, of course, places like UK,
France.
Germany. I mean, these are the usual so-called safe spots.
But the
that we-
rest
yes,
are
especially
new.
Central Asia is will be an eye-opener for us.
Wow.
Okay, hold on. So we're going to go for a traffic update, and then we'll go back on the radio. Okay,
Yeah.
stand by.
Kiss 92 traffic.
The BKE towards Woodlands, a vehicle broken down after Woodlands Avenue 3 exit. Look out for that. The TPE towards the PIE, an accident after the KPE exit. Avoid lanes 2 and 4. And on the PIE towards Changi, an accident after Topayo Lorong 1, congestion to Lornie Road. Stay within the speed limit, please. Make sure you've got everyone buckled up. Be safe as you drive today.
Good morning, Singapore, and welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guests for this morning, married to each other for how many years now? Jeremy and Sharleen?
Quite a long time, so we kind of lost count.
We don't celebrate those things anymore.
Yeah, we don't. It's what every day is that counts. So that is what's important.
Yeah.
Parents of 5 children. Your eldest son, you were
Is
saying,
23.
is 23 years old. Jeremy C., as well as Sharleen Lim, who will be embarking on a 100-day journey, traveling from London to Singapore through 23 countries.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. In what's your mode?
We will be driving through 23 countries in a Singapore-registered car.
Okay, what's the car?
We are using a Toyota Land Cruiser. The reason why we chose a Toyota Land Cruiser is because parts are a lot more easily available.
Ah, right,
And
okay.
being a Toyota, there will be people who is able to
fix
fix it
it
for you, no
everywhere.
matter how rural it gets.
Oh,
That's true.
I mean, no
Easy
one really
servicing.
thinks about that, you know. I mean, if you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, you'll be able to see that car that they've purchased, which is already in London. It went ahead.
That's right, that's
of you
right.
guys, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And you guys will be embarking on this journey from the 5th of August, not alone, with 11 other couples.
Yes, with 11 other
Singaporean
Singapore
couples.
Yes, that's
Okay.
right.
Wow.
A couple of them will be actually flying in mid-journey. So we have a father and son team. Father would drive off first, and the son, I believe, will meet him in Istanbul and finish the second half together.
Not
with
a bad
them.
place to meet, you know. I'll meet you in
I'll
Istanbul
meet
and
you.
we'll drive back to Singapore.
But whose idea was
Yeah.
was all
all
of this?
this?
Was it your idea?
No, it's not. It's not only my idea. So this is actually organized by AAS, Automobile Association of
Oh,
Singapore.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
They have the experience to do it. They have many offices around the world, which ensures that the paperwork is a
Yeah.
lot more forthcoming.
And it'll be
Right.
safe.
That's right. It's safe. So what they actually do is to take the inputs from all those who are interested before they formulate the itinerary that will interest us.
So they came up with the route, or did you come up with the route?
No, they come up with the route based on how safe and how accessible
Right.
it can be. Because,
Right.
I mean, I can suggest a fancy place. I would
Yeah.
love to go through Afghanistan, for example.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah,
is
yeah.
extremely, extremely challenging.
You be
and not
careful when you
safe.
go through Afghanistan, because you actually
it's
look
not.
like Rambo.
and is this is this a regular occurrence that the AAS organizes?
This is the second time that AAS has done this.
Wow,
They have
okay.
done this in 2019.
Before COVID.
Before COVID, and you can really tell that this is a trip that once you go on it, you're going to get addicted to it.
It sounds it.
Yeah.
So
it does
quite a
sound
number of the participants on this trip was from the
2019.
trip.
Wow. You know, one thing I have to ask, you know, when I pack for a weekend, I can't pack light. You've seen the way I pack. I've got a hat bag. I've got like my big trolley bag. I've got my check-in. I've got my, you know, onboard bag as well. How does one pack for a 100-day trip in a car? Very minimally, I would guess.
The
No?
Tell us, Charlene.
No, okay,
Yeah,
Charlene,
let Charlene.
as a woman, I mean, for me, I need my
Yeah.
skincare, I need my toiletries, I need my loofah, I need my shaver, I need my scrub.
So
I
she,
need
she
my...
won't be able to do this.
No, you can't because you're in a car. You just load everything in a car.
But I mean, you can only fit so much, right?
well, we
quite a lot.
managed to fit quite a lot.
Yeah, we
Okay.
managed to fit quite a lot.
It's better than flying there and traveling.
Being
'cause that's
restricted.
yeah.
Okay,
Because in a car, you can put like 5 luggages in.
that's true.
But then again, from a technical point of view, also, you don't want to overload your car.
There you go.
No issue. And that
People-
is the
people are
reason why
watching
we
right now.
chose a 4.6 liter V8.
Okay, no wonder.
Okay.
Yeah, right, all
That
right.
is correct.
Charlene,
Yeah.
what's the
Yes.
one luxury you're taking with you as a woman? Is there perfume? Is there like what is the one-
Perfume?
Yeah, I mean, why not? You need to smell good still.
I'm telling you, she cannot.
No perfume?
No.
Oh, okay. Deodorant, Elise?
Yeah. I mean, every trip I'll carry that.
Anything from home that you guys are taking with you?
What I love is to whenever I check into a hotel, I love to have it smell like home, like
Okay.
my own room. I have actually brought 4 months supply of shower steamers.
See?
Oh,
Whenever
wow.
the first thing I step into a hotel room, so it might not be the best because as in some places even the best may not meet
Yeah.
our standards,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I would just put on a shower steamer,
And it smells like home.
and we brought our own pillows as well.
Oh, that's a good
that's a
idea.
good idea.
Okay.
When you're driving on a
She's
It's
shaking
more
her head.
luxury.
Yeah, I know. He
Yeah.
sounds more like the woman than you.
No luxuries.
yeah, we need to have full attention and focus every day because we're driving long distances. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
having a pillow, our own pillow.
You sleep
matters.
better. You
Yeah,
sleep
you'll
better.
sleep
You're more
better.
alert when you
That
get
is
up.
correct.
Yeah, that is very
Okay,
true.
okay.
Awesome.
Let's
Okay.
find out more on the Big Show TV.
We're talking to Jeremy C as well as Charlene Lim, who will be embarking on an adventure of a lifetime. We'll continue to talk to Charlene and Jeremy on the Big Show TV. It is 8:16.
Kiss 92 Time Check brought
It's interesting. On our Facebook page, we have a listener, Ren, our good friend Ren. Her parents drove from London to Lahore.
Oh, wow. Okay.
London to
To Lahore.
That's a,
Okay,
that's
that's
a
Pakistan.
fairly good trip.
That's
It
along
is.
the way as well.
Yeah.
It's in the
the
middle.
yeah,
almost.
somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Can we flash that photo once again because we were on the radio early on. We're on the Big
This
Show
is not
TV
fully
now.
packed, is it?
Yeah.
Or is it fully packed?
No.
No, it's
this
not
is
fully
no,
packed,
no,
right?
not.
Yeah,
Oh.
this was like an in progress photo.
Okay. So all the luggage and everything has gone ahead with the car? Is that what it is?
Most
Or-
of the luggage. We
Okay.
will also be bringing our own carry-on and our check-in luggage because it will be a couple of days before we eventually go with our car. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we will be bringing that.
Are you the only person driving, or Michelle, are you going to be driving?
Not Michelle, Charlene.
Charlene, sorry.
I will attempt to
Do you drive?
Yes,
Okay,
I do.
that's a good thing.
You must.
Well,
At some point, you
But
have
it-
to
it-
experience
just
it.
the experience,
Is it
right?
going to be hard? The drive itself.
Okay, one very challenging thing is we are 80% of the route is actually a left-hand drive country.
Oh,
I
right.
see.
Okay.
And we are driving a right-hand drive car.
Okay.
And that is where having a navigator comes in very useful.
Yeah.
You can check the blind spot.
Yeah.
And also to, especially even if you're using a GPS, the road signs, the names may not be in English.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
And then you really have to kind of tally the characters and
Yeah.
okay, you got to go there. you
Google
gotta- yes, that's
Google
right.
Translate and all that.
That's
yeah.
right. And,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
Charlene looks like a good navigator.
she looks like a good co-pilot.
She
Yeah.
not only has
I
to
hope
navigate.
so.
She not only has to navigate. So one of the things that she does on every trip.
Keep you awake.
No. She has to have a crash course on how to operate all the video and photography equipment.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
because
yeah.
Busier than him.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
a huge fan of creating videos.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Content
actually-
is king.
Content is king. So
Yeah.
I actually create YouTube videos as a hobby.
Okay.
So
So
that's one
for
of the-
sure we're going to get some good videos
I
then. I
know.
can't wait. The pressure is on.
The pressure's on me.
Yeah.
Of course.
But I want to say no pressure.
Who's going to do
You're
the editing
right.
though? You are going to do
I
the
will do
editing.
the editing.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and this also reveals the kind of how strong a couple's marriage and relationship is.
I was about to ask. 4 wheels, SUV, you're there. 100 days in each other's face.
5 children.
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
like, how do you
Yeah,
do
you'll be
that?
facing each other 24/7.
Yeah.
You know, in
I would say solid as a rock.
But in terms of accommodation, is it going to be mostly in the car? Or will you be checking in like
No.
in every country?
we will
or
be checking in to
like
good
motels,
hotels.
good hotels.
This
Okay.
is not going to be a trip where we're going to suffer.
Oh, good. Okay.
We are gonna not stinge on accommodation.
Oh, wow,
We're not gonna stinge
okay.
on food. The worst thing to have on a road trip like this is
Food
to
poisoning.
get food poisoning.
Yeah.
It makes you miserable for the next few days because the whole convoy is not going to wait for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get better.
Yeah, to get better.
Correct.
Yeah,
Let's
so-
hope the other people in the convoy have the same thinking.
But you're all checking into the same hotels? Are you all
Yeah.
staying together? Right.
We are all
okay.
staying together. We
Okay.
are eating together. So there is one thing we always get away from this trips like this.
Yeah.
You know, even if trips that we go to Thailand with friends, is that we form a bond because you see each other and you
You get to know each
know
other. Really.
each other's quirks and eccentricities.
Do you already know the rest of the 11 couples that you're going with?
I know a couple of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about
Charlene
who they are.
shook her head.
Really?
No,
She doesn't really
tell us
know.
about the rest of the group.
Okay, the thing is that if you were to try to Google about this whole trip, most of them cannot be found because they
No social media
They
presence.
have no social media presence. One characteristics of participants in groups like this is you got to have the health firstly, and you got to have the time, which and the profile of these people is you got to have a certain amount of affluence to be able to afford the time off.
So
and
they're
kind of-
rich, they're retired,
Yes.
and they're a lot older, obviously.
Yes, they are a lot older.
Okay.
So in the group photos that we take, we definitely look out of place.
You're the only dark-haired individuals.
You can say that.
But they are seasoned, so to speak,
They
road
are
trip.
very, very seasoned road trip. In fact, a lot of them are on road trips, different road trips, round the year. And
Oh, wow.
they do even fly drive trips where,
Wow.
where
Wow.
many of them has just come back from Korea, where they've flown there and driven through Korea.
Wow.
So Singapore is currently the most powerful passport in the world, 192 countries.
Correct.
Any countries that you're facing in terms of visas and stuff like that? Is there any special kind of notice that you have that you carry with you, kind of papers to take you through all
Most
the
countries is there's no issue. The two countries that's a little bit more challenging are just China and of course Iran.
Iran, yeah.
Yeah, but
Other than that,
all
all good.
smooth sailing.
Okay,
Yeah.
wow, okay.
That's really something.
Amazing.
You guys are not going to be driving through any militarized zones, right?
No, we are avoiding that, and we will have local guides along the way as well because it's also compulsory in a couple of the countries to make sure that you don't stray into areas that
Unknown territory.
Yeah, unknown territory.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I love the fact that you're doing such an adventurous trip, but you're not stinging on the luxuries. I think
No.
that's like something to look forward to. So how long is
It's not
each-
included, right, in the $110,000.
It is. So 110,000
included.
actually
It-
includes
everything.
everything. It's our entire budget, and the we want to enjoy it. We are staying in very decent hotels, and we will actually eat in some of the more established and renowned
Nice.
restaurants as well.
I could do this trip with
Yeah,
you guys.
exactly. Like it's just driving, and then at least you have a comfortable sleep, a
You
good
know that,
shower,
yes.
Yeah.
and a good
Know that,
meal.
yes.
You're not eating
Yeah.
like off the streets or off the roads
Correct.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But how long is each segment of the drive before you take a break in a hotel?
It really depends on the terrain as well.
Okay.
Depends on the terrain and depends on how far the place is. Sometimes it may not be the most safe to have stops in
Right.
between. So we'll drive through. But on the average, toilet breaks are frequent.
Yeah.
We will have stops where we have coffee breaks to make sure that we freshen up. But we will be checking into a different hotel almost every night.
So excited
Because
for
when
you guys.
you when you picture something like this, right? When I first read it, right, I was like thinking pea cups and bottles and like camping by the side of the
Yeah,
road
yeah,
and
yeah.
street food. But I mean, doing it like this, I'd want to do it as
So
well.
100 days is just an estimate. It could be a little bit longer. It could be
100 days is
little
actually,
less.
we are targeting for 98 the reason why I say 100 days is just to round it off for a nice figure, and
It's
also
100
to give us
sounds nice.
a little bit of
Leeway.
right?
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
let's go back on the radio. Stand by.
Kiss 92 traffic.
Alrighty, we've got the usual delays across the expressways. There are a couple of areas to look out for. The PIE towards Changi, an accident before Toa Payoh Lorong 1. Congestion is to Lornie. TPE towards the PIE, an accident after the KPE. And on the BKE towards Woodlands, a vehicle broken down before Woodlands Avenue 3. Please stay within the speed limit. Have everyone buckled up. Be safe as you drive today.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guests for this morning, Jeremy C. as well as Sharleen Lim. They will be embarking on a 100-day, well, approximately 100 days. They'll be traveling from London to Singapore through 23 countries. Expecting any traffic jams along the way, Jeremy?
Yeah, when we pass by city centers, it's inevitable
Yeah.
that most city centers will have some traffic jams along the way. But the majority of where we're going are actually
Countryside.
countryside,
Yeah.
rural places. You might even drive for an hour or two, and you will not see anyone.
Yeah, you
and
won't.
we are actually prepared because you might not even get cell phone coverage, and we've got satellite phone to make sure that we've got ourselves covered in case there is an emergency.
Yeah, you would need that.
No,
How about a picnic?
Okay, yeah, you guys
It's
like
possible.
bringing along
Yes.
like mats and chairs and whatnot. I don't know.
Yeah,
I've
we
never
will
done a
have
trip like
picnics
this.
from our cars. So
Okay.
one of the challenges of border crossing is that we cannot expect the same efficiency as Singapore.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them, they work on very fixed schedules,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
If you're late by just 1 minute, they said, hey, we're done for the day.
You gotta wait till tomorrow.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Tomorrow. You know, so we just got to lay out our food, our little mat, and just
Yeah.
pass the time.
So
Yeah.
you'll be packing food as well, or
We will be
it's
packing
from each stop,
yes,
kind
that's
of
right. That's
okay.
right. We'll be packing our own water supply as well in case we cannot get clean water.
Yeah.
We are packing. Some of us are packing stoves and
Yeah.
water boiling machine.
Noodles.
Charlene,
So
has
you
he
guys
always
like
been like that?
noodles?
Has he always been an adventurer?
Yep. All the time.
Is that what you fell in love with? The fact that he's so adventurous.
Maybe.
Well, 5 kids later, she's still here.
And she's embarking on this trip
This
with
trip, I think
Jeremy.
it'll be an amazing trip. You've got a 600-page PDF document that you put
Yes.
together
Yeah,
for this.
yeah.
What's
Yeah.
in it?
So we have a very detailed itinerary because we need to be sure, you know, the success of a trip like this is about the planning. And the more we plan, and we can be sure what's going to come ahead.
Yeah,
and
you
we
can't waver, right?
Yeah, we can all agree that this is the itinerary and this is where we're going to go. And this also serves as a memento for us and for our children. They can look through the PDF of all the places we've been and the journey that we've embarked on.
I've got to say, this is for me is really interesting, and I really want to follow you because when I was a kid in the 1970s, they did a car rally that started in London and ended in Sydney.
Yeah.
And they took almost the same route that you guys are taking.
Yes. So I like to add that, you know, this isn't really very new. So in the 1950s, we have a British person.
Tim Slessor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tim Slessor,
Yeah.
who did the London to Singapore route. And then just a couple of years ago, his grandson and him did the
Did it
return.
again.
The return one.
Yeah,
That's right.
return route. So this is really nothing new. And just right now, at this moment, we have 2 Singapore bikers who are also embarking on the same route from Singapore to London.
So do they take that same route that you are taking on the map?
They are taking a slightly different route.
Okay.
I believe they are going through India, but this time we are not choosing to go through India.
Right. Okay. 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 Cool. If anyone wants to follow your adventures, where can they go?
They can try to find me on my Facebook,
Try
which is
to
going
find
to be
you.
challenging.
Okay.
Because it's my Chinese characters, Shi Wei Long.
Okay.
However, I have set up a web address, which if you type londonsingapore.sg,
Okay.
it should send you to my Facebook page,
Oh, okay.
That's easy enough.
Yeah.
that's easy
It may
enough.
or may not have been propagated yet because I just did set this up a couple of days ago.
Well, you know what? It does.
It
It
does.
leads them
Wow,
straight to your
beautiful,
Facebook page. Yeah.
beautiful.
London, Singapore,
SG.
SG. There you go.
Dot SG.
Dot SG. London,
Yep.
Singapore, dot SG.
Okay.
There you go.
You've got 5,600
Very nice.
followers already. I'm about to become another. I want
Yes,
to watch
me
you
too,
guys.
me too.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I hope
absolutely.
not to disappoint.
It's been a pleasure having both of you on the show today. Thank you so much, Sharleen, and thank you so much, Jeremy.
Thank you very much. The pleasure has completely been ours.
Oh, thanks so much.
Thanks
yeah,
so
we
much,
wish you
guys.
all the best. You'll be starting on August 5th. So we're going to watch your adventures on social media.
Just before National Day.
Yeah, nice.
All right. Up next, Katie Tunstall, Black Horse and the Cherry Tree on KISS 92.